In a universe where giants roam,
Nice right hand by Waters. Oh!
there exists a force that defies the laws of size and strength.
For some reason, I was always pretty emotional and angry. Needs something to.
Standing tall in her compact stature,
Well, Rose. Oh! Another knockdown! Rose Namajunas!
she embodies a whirlwind of power.
They are on their feet at the Mecca. 78 seconds for the first fight.
Leaving a trail of awe and respect in her wake. Rose Namajunas befalls perfectly on her nickname, Thug, owing to her fearless and... Get ready to explore the world surrounding this Lithuanian-American two-time UFC strawweight champion. Born on June 29, 1992 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Namajunas is the daughter of Lithuanian parents who immigrated to the United States in September 1991. Raised in a challenging neighborhood where violence was the norm, Namajunas earned the nickname Thug for consistently displaying toughness, even among children typically larger than her. Commencing her journey in martial arts at the tender age of 5, Rose earned her junior black belt by the age of 9, specializing in Taekwondo. Progressing further, she delved into the realms of karate and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. During her high school years, she expanded her repertoire by incorporating kickboxing and mixed martial arts into her training regimen, under the guidance of Duke Rufus at Rufus Sport. Additionally, she showcased her versatility as a senior year wrestler at Milwaukee High School of the Arts. In 2010, Rose Namajunas started her amateur MMA career, training under the tutelage of Greg Nelson at the Minnesota Martial Arts Academy. She carved out a flawless amateur record of 4-0, clinching 2 wins by TKO and 2 by decision. She went pro at the beginning of 2013 against Emily Kagan at Invicta FC 4, Esparza vs. Hyatt. The two started off fresh, exchanging blows left and right, while looking for takedowns. The tides turned in the third when Namajunas got on Kagan's back and sunk in a rear naked choke. This landed her a submission of the night bonus on her professional debut.
Good call, Julie.
In her second bout, 3 months later, Namajunas faced Kathina Catron at Invicta FC 5, Penny vs. Watterson. Meeting Catron in the center with ruthless aggression, Thug Rose pulled off what arguably put her on the map. She leapt into the air with remarkable agility, skillfully wrapping her legs around her opponent's arm and executed an awe-dropping flying armbar. The fight only lasted 12 seconds. Rose had announced her arrival to the women's strawweight elites. Her spectacular finish didn't go unnoticed by numerous experts, who deemed her performance worthy of the Submission of the Year award in 2013. With the addition of a women's strawweight division in the UFC, Rose Namajunas, along with 10 other strawweights, signed on at the end of 2013. She competed in a season of The Ultimate Fighter, where the winner of the tournament would be crowned as the inaugural UFC strawweight champion. Thug Rose's path to the finals on the show showed her grappling skills and submission prowess, running through all 3 of her opponents. Her first victim was Alex Chambers, who succumbed to a rear naked choke. In her second exhibition match, Namajunas faced Calderwood, where in the second round, Rose got a hold of Joanne's arm and cranked out a devastating Kimura. Then the semifinals placed Randa Marcos up against her, and this time it only took Thug Rose a few seconds to lock in another Kimura to force the submission. The inaugural UFC Strawweight Championship fight was set between Rose Namajunas and Carla Esparza. Rose started strong and pressured Carla relentlessly with her striking. Despite Carla's takedown attempts, Namajunas was able to stuff them and maintain the upper hand in the first. Esparza was able to slow things down with a successful takedown in the second round. However, Rose endured the assault. As the third round unfolded, after a series of exchanges, Rose Namajunas ultimately tapped out to a rear naked choke. This unexpected turn of events was widely regarded as a significant upset by many in the MMA community. Although Thug Rose fell short in her first bid at the title, she held significant hype joining the strawweight ranks, and found herself having to regroup and climb the ladder towards another shot. She would return to action 10 months later, facing Angela Hill at UFC 192. It looked like Namajunas didn't miss a beat, landing clean shots consistently on an outmatched Hill. It wasn't long before Rose would take it to the ground and force a tap with a rear naked choke in the first round.
And it's all over! Rose Namajunas! Man! Rose Namajunas!
Namajunas' following fight came about when the opportunity to replace an injured Joanne Calderwood presented her with headlining UFC Fight Night 80 against a striking prospect in Paige Van Zandt. Now, trust me when I say this was an all-out war. The two sweet yet deadly ladies battled the whole 5 rounds until their blood-soaked eyes could barely see each other. Eventually, Namajunas emerged triumphant with the use of her favorite submission move. Yep, the rear naked choke. This fight awarded her the performance of the night as well. In a 4-month turnaround, Namajunas got a rematch with a familiar foe in Tecia Torres from her Invicta FC days. Sure enough, she got her revenge after dominating Torres for all 3 rounds. Looking to fight again as soon as possible, Rose Namajunas faced Karolina Kowalkiewicz at UFC 201. Regrettably, Thug Rose found herself on the wrong end of a split decision in a bout that ended up earning the Fight of the Night award. 9 months later, Namajunas clashed with Michelle the Karate Hottie Watterson. In a decisive and dominant victory, Rose secured a submission win via a rear naked choke in the 2nd round, notching the 5th submission finish of her career. Rose Namajunas was now on the cards for a title shot against the fearless, undefeated Joanna Jędrzejczyk, being her toughest challenge yet. But to everyone's shock, the underdog, Thug Rose, dropped Joanna twice with her strikes, and 3rd time's the charm, earning her a big upset TKO victory and becoming the UFC strawweight champion.
This left hand, bam! The legs go! I mean, that is
I feel like a normal person, man. That's it. I'm just regular. Ain't nothing special here.
There's something special whether you admit.
As a first title defense, Namajunas would grant Jędrzejczyk an immediate rematch at UFC 223. The two fought tooth and nail in a brawl for the ages, with Jędrzejczyk bent on revenge. However, Namajunas would win the judge's decision. Following the triumph, she spent the rest of the year recovering from spinal stenosis, a condition stemming from a C6 vertebral compression fracture. The symptoms initially surfaced during training with Valentina and Antonina Shevchenko in 2017 and intensified during her preparation for the fight. Thug Rose would return a little over a year later for her 2nd title defense, taking on Jessica Andrade in the main event at UFC 237, marking Namajunas' first MMA bout outside the United States and in Andrade's home country of Brazil. The first round belonged to Rose. Unfortunately, she would experience a scary knockout after getting slammed on her head in the 2nd round, losing the title. Despite the loss, the intense battle earned both fighters the Fight of the Night award. Rose Namajunas wouldn't resurface for over another year, dealing with personal life issues as well as recovering from the devastating slam. Her eventual return would be a rematch against Jessica Andrade at UFC 251. With a different game plan and renewed energy, Thug Rose would take control of the match and earn a hard-fought split decision victory and leave Abu Dhabi with the Fight of the Night award. Remaining as one of the top contenders to the throne, Namajunas was given a 2nd shot at the strawweight title against Zhang Weili at UFC 261. She took care of business like a champ, knocking out Weili by beheading her with a high kick in the 1st round. Namajunas was the champion once again.
Thug Rose, Namajunas, are you?
Later that year, she defended the title, winning a split decision over Zhang Weili in a smoldering rematch with a back-and-forth battle that went the distance.
Outside, Joe, she's going to the under it. She gets taken down by Rose.
She's looking for a takedown. Let's go, Rose. Let's go, Rose.
Still the undisputed.
Namajunas then confronted a familiar adversary in Carla Esparza at UFC 274, the inaugural strawweight champion from whom she had previously lost to in the finale of The Ultimate Fighter. This mega-hyped fight turned out to be mundane and was fiercely criticized for its low energy. Namajunas lost the title to the Cookie Monster, and her jar was empty once again. After a break of over a year, Namajunas ventured into the flyweight division, taking on Manon Fiorot. The bout proved to be a seesaw battle, but Rose ultimately lost by split decision and needed to regroup if she were to make an impact on the new weight class. Now, Thug Rose Namajunas is set to face a fellow sensational striker like herself, Amanda Ribas in the flyweight division. The lingering question is whether Namajunas can extend her strawweight legacy into the 125-pound realm, or will she have difficulty dealing with the added size and her personal demons? Only time will unfold the answer. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more MMA content, and turn those notifications on so you never miss out.